Hi there, my name's Amy, and today we're going to look at the Hebrew words ish and isha, known as man and woman, or husband and wife, and their connection with the name YHWH. I will be writing in pictographic format, paleo and the modern, as we go along in the study. So firstly over here, I'm going to write it in the pictograph, the name of what we know as YHWH in the pictographic format. So Yod, Hey. As you see the letters, I will speak them out. Reading from the right to the left, remember in Hebrew. Yod, Hey. Wa or Vav, Hey. Here we go. To remind the arrow across here that we go this way in Hebrew. Now we will do the paleo form, which is Yod. Sorry. Yod. And then Hey is like this, down, Hey, Wa or Vav, Hey, Wa, Hey, and then another Hey. Hopefully I'm going to squeeze everything on here. And then here we will have the modern at the bottom. So reading right from left, Yod. I'm going to use the square script. It's easier. Hey. Wa or Vav. I generally pronounce it Wa. Hey. Yod, Hey, Wa, Hey. So we have all three formats here. And then I'm just going to do a little marker there. And so this name I will put here. The Yod is the numerical value of 10. And that doesn't look like a 0, but it looks like a 6. So it's a 10. And then a 5 for the Hey. And a 6 for the Wow or the Vav. And a 5 for the Hey again. And this is in all formats. So this equals, if we add them up, this is how the Hebrew does the numbers to letters, numerical values, and here we have the number 26, which is also very interesting because when we first see this name, it's actually in Genesis 2:6, chapter 2, verse 6. So no coincidences there, all perfectly done. So going back over to here, we have the word ish and isha. That's how it's pronounced. But generally, the actual letters involved for the man, the ish, the referred to as husband. I don't really like using the word husband generally because actually that can be also translated into Baal or Baal. That's a whole new aspect. That's a whole different subject and aspect. It means master, and we know that the word says that Abba is not a Baal to us, or he's not a master, although he is, but not in the forms that we have been taught. in regards to tyranny and things like that. That's not how we're meant to look at him, although he is an ish to us. So these letters actually that here are actually, and let me do a text box to write it in English here as well for the sake of better understanding. So it's actually the letters that are used in, if you want to translate it into English, are A, I or Y, and let me do space, I or Y. Well, it would be a Y really in the Hebrew, and then it would be Sheen. So that's Aleph going from right, it's going from left to right here now, sorry. We can see Aleph, A-Y-S-H, which is Aish, Aish, but it's pronounced Ish, which we never would see the A because they don't put that in. We would only see the Yud, the Y. For the woman, wife, we have, again, we have the Aleph, or the A in English. And then we would have the SH, the Sheen sound, the Sh sound. And then the letter H, which is a Hey. Just for the sake of confusion, I'm just going to put that there. So, in the Hebrew, this will look like this. I'm going to do the paleo first pictographic format. So we will have the Aleph. Looks like an ox head. Sorry, that's really bad. Let me try that again. Strange head. There we go. That's a bit better. Again, I'm not an artist, so that's not what I'm not doing art lessons. But anyway, although I am in the letter sense. So we have the Aleph going from right to left again now. And then we have a Yod, which is the picture of an ox, then an arm, which is going to be very interesting soon, you'll see. And then we have the Sheen. And that is for the Ish, the male, the Ish, the man. And now the woman is Aleph. Aleph. Sheen. Hey. So if you look on both sides of the screen, in the name over here again, where the arrow is up here, on the top right hand side of the screen, you will see YHWH in the pictograph. So now what I want you to do is look at the husband here, the Ish, the man, and then also take a look at the wife here and see if you can identify the different letters that are actually in these titles. I'll give you a second for that. And what you should be able to notice is that looking at the husband here, we have this arm in here, the right arm. We have this arm, extended arm. And I'm going to write this here. Okay. And then looking at the Isha, the wife, the woman, we have this letter. So the two different letters that we have in the Ish and Isha are the first two letters in the name. But isn't that so interesting? So this is what I wanted to show you here, that we have the name, first two letters of the name here over the top right, and then we have that in for the Ish and the Isha. Now what's very interesting, if we take this Yod and Hey out of the name, these titles, let's take them out. Let's that the ones that are circled were taken out, and then we have these two letters left. Aleph Shin, and we have Aleph here. Again, where I'm underlining, praying you can see it. And we have Shin here. Well, this word in Hebrew, guys and girlies, is actually the word for, wait for it, I'm going to extend this because this is so great. We have the word for fire. Now, this is not too good, because this is why most marriages fail outside of Yah, because they are simply fire. And if you just have fire, you have a house that's burnt down. And we're warned constantly in his word about these issues. And so being unevenly yoked is another one. Like, hence why we have the ab and the abba and the ima or ama in as representation of those who are bringing forth those in through the blood, the dam, the blood, the dam that is in the Adam. So without Yah, we wouldn't even get to the Ab and the Am, because most people nowadays don't even make it through marriage covenant. So, and this is why, or it's one reason why, because we simply have only the Hebrew word ash. It's only a small aleph, but it's to fit it on. We have the word fire, so this would be destructive. This is just destroying the house, really, because we don't have this yod, this right arm, this arm. I say right arm, that's what I believe it is interpreting. It's a picture of an arm anyway, and the man represents the arm of the house, the covering, and the woman represents the hay, because she brings forth life, hence the name. Originally was Hava, Haya, actually, which means giver, bringer of life, and it was changed to Hava, but that's another subject. But anyway, so here we can see that his name is even in, you know, his first two letters of his name is inside these titles. So remember, we must have holy relationships grounded and planted in Yah and structured in him, to carry out his will, whether that's bringing forth seed or whether it's not, and being a father and a mother figures to the children who are already out there with no ab and eames, and they are fatherless widows, and Yah's calling them to do a specific aspect, which is actually in Yeshayahu, Isaiah 66. It does speak of this kind of play that will, this type of happening that will take place in the last days with regards to raising up people to mother the children of many nations, actually, it says, which is bringing the houses together. But that's, again, another subject. But I hope this has been a barakah and a blessing. I pray and hope that I've covered everything, but let us not be just burning our houses down and being fires only, because fire is good, but not if it's out of control, because, yeah, it's not good. So anyway, I hope this has been a barakah blessing to everybody. Share and like, and have a good day. Shalom.